Hello there, YouTube. Look at this beautiful day. Hasn't rained in quite some time. It's actually partly cloudy. It's actually becoming less cloudy than what it was. But yeah, it's 54 degrees out here right now too. That actually feels really, really nice. That got me inspired to maybe pull out a motorcycle or something. Go for a little rip. It's just a short window that there's no rain. I'm thinking maybe I should probably take advantage of that. But yeah, maybe we'll do that. That sounds kind of fun. Well, that didn't take long for that weather to change, but quick. Anyway, we're going to take Kelly's Himalayan for a rip. Just running around the house here and knock myself out of breath. I think that one might be back. Yeah, it was. Let's take her for a rip. Ah, dang. Good old Himalayan. Little woman there. All right. Let's hit the highways and byways. If you look really close, you can see the outline of the top of Mount Rainier. Kind of hard to see because she's all white, covered with snow. We're coming home at night. Like last night, we left early enough that it was still mostly daylight. Man, I can't believe how many windmills are going across those mountain ridges there that were never there before. I started noticing last year, I think it was, but yeah, anyway, there's a spot where you can see Mount St. Helens sticking over. Actually, it's looking over Dr. Pierce's barn. Straight behind it, you can see probably the last fourth of St. Helens sticking up. And yeah, she's very much so covered in snow. The old farm. So look at the old dude on the bicycle. He needs a change of clothes. He's been sitting out there for a few years with that same suit on. He's starting to look a little rough. Yeah, I was looking at the radar and oh, look at all the geese out there. Wow. That's not a massive one. That's a good 50, 60 of them. Nah, maybe not that much. Maybe about 40. Man, you look out here sometimes and it just, you couldn't even count that high. Not while it's still daylight anyway. Now look at this, you get into any of the shades and it turns wet. That's what gets your bike all nasty. Man, I've been obsessing to a point. Yeah, I really like that. I know what you're thinking, the XL750R. That's really cool, and I would really love to have one, but it's kind of going a different way for me. I'd probably get bored with it fairly quick, or maybe not. I don't know. It's kind of hard not to just love a Honda. But anyway, the one I'm just jonesing over is the Royal Enfield Classic 350. It's a 349cc version of this 411. It's different. If you paid attention to like the Meteors and stuff that came out, they did a bunch of different things, you know. It's based on the same motor, but if you look at it, even you don't have to be technically savvy to notice, you know, things are different. But anyway, that thing, just the look of that thing and the overwhelming, like, you just hear people that don't ever do videos like this ride one of those things and have that feeling like I like to have. That one where you just want to ride it all the time, ride it. Its top speed is 70 miles an hour. This one's 80 or so. I know I've had it 80. I don't know what top speed is on it. they just kind of hit that wall and just don't go any faster. But you're holding it to the pin, you know, to keep it there. Now, I wouldn't do that for any length of time. They say it's really comfortable in that, you know, 60 mile an hour range. This one's super comfortable, like 65, 70. Much over 70, you start to get a little buzz out of it. I mean, it goes right along. Oh, are they starting to move? Oh, yeah. They're starting to clear that lot out. That thing was like a great big junkyard for the longest time. It might not even have been the person's land that was putting the stuff out there. Those things will happen. Hey, look at that. Another vehicle driving out here. You never meet up with cars out here. Guy in a Toyota, he's probably out here spotting. I don't know when hunting season begins, but I'm sure he's checking that stuff out. That's pretty wild, that big old stack of tires, isn't it? I always fly by this thing and never stop and look at it. Now, who took the time to throw all them tires on there? But yeah, that classic 350. People just, I mean, that, I know the feeling he's talking about. That's what you get when you ride one of these, and the GT650, and that little 350 is just so old school classic. The look and stuff of it was totally or mostly or with help designed in England, so it's definitely got that old British bike look from the 50s and 60s, you know. I thought that used to be posted. I'm not going to drive up there and check. Look at that view, though. You look more south and it looks clearer down there. Lovely motorcycles. And it's crazy that people, I mean, there's some people that just like aren't really into motorcycles and are like photographers and videographers. They're getting those classic 350s and just losing their mind going out doing some of the coolest stuff ever. These wonderful shots. Just taking photo missions on their 350, classic 350. And amazing. Just amazing stuff. Yep. Lovely motorcycle. There may or may not be a thumbnail coming from this view. I mean, what better thing? Very inexpensive motorcycle that are absolutely legendary for their reliability. And you can have that much fun on it. It's not fast. Never was meant to be fast. It's just like in India, I mean, these are major pieces of transportation they use these things for. They do it day in and day out, day in and day out. Very few, if any, issues with these things. They're just notorious for it. People travel around the world, the globe on these things. Simple as it can be. How do you not love that? What do you think there, old Hemming? Got you pointing in like a really weird direction here. Thankfully it's light enough that you can pick it off when it's leaning the wrong way on the side stand. It's a bummer they close all these roads off. See how they do it? They'll dig a hole, but on the other side of that is a divot where the hole was. Or where the dirt came from. So you go flying over that thing and it's yeah, big surprise on the other side. I have some experience with that. Oh, look at that, the winding road. Still a little bit of fall colors in there. Holy moly. Yet another bike that has compression braking. When you decel, it just boom. I was super impressed with that XL750R. Man, that was some extreme compression braking. Man, you roll off and it's woof. These things will do that too. It's amazing. You go down hills half the time, just not even touch the brakes if you're just blowing up as you're going down. But yeah, I can say with some certainty. I'm not gonna do it right now because it's winter time, and as slow as work is right now, that's pretty scary. That makes you start counting your pennies quick. And yeah, Tim's freaking out that, you know, because he paid cash for that BMW and he hasn't even taken it home yet. I think he's going to try this weekend if he gets a break, but I think it's supposed to be more rain down that way than it is here. You're going to ride up this, we'll ride up, there's a turnaround up here. It's at the peak of this hill up here, the pass, which is probably one of the lower spots because, you know, they pick a spot where they can cut through without, you know, all the height. Man, I'm fogging up like crazy. Look at this. There's some colors. How'd you guys end up being late coming to the party? I'm not complaining. Thank you, because you're very pretty. They've repaired this road up here so many times. It gets so bad sometimes it is like a full-on violent roller coaster coming across here, because the hill is just, it's sliding down. It's always breaking away, and you have to come out here and fix it. One of these days that thing's just flat gonna cut loose and just slip off the side. This is kind of the peak of the hill. Looks like people have been driving off down that thing. What have they been doing there? Oh, that was not neutral. I think people are probably dumping garbage off here, what you bet? Yeah. Unbelievable. It looks like it's been churned up a bit, so those last tracks were probably the city or county or whatever coming out here cleaning all that area up. That little trail there used to be open. I think it was a fire road for the logging companies, but got to close all the woods down now because somebody might go out there and hurt themselves and doing something stupid and then turn around and sue you. Your property wasn't safe, even if it says no trespassing. Well, it hasn't rained on me yet. Since we're doing the let's go to the top of the hill thing here, how about we do it on this one too? You just downshift through the gears and there's most of your brakes right there. Boom, boom. I love that line of pine trees. Those things aren't exactly native around here, so somebody literally planted those things purposely. They didn't accidentally get there, not in a row like that. Yeah, that's so cool. You just watch that field and it's just slowly coming up to you, you know. Oh, the childish things that give us joy. because that's got colors. We got to scoot on down here. Look at that. I love the look of the leaves, and they look fairly fresh on the ground too. There's some hee-haws out there. I just see their backs from here. Her bike's clean enough. I'm not going to go throw a bunch of gravel and mud at it. Well, I think I'll get down here to the highway and just do some bombing along and think about how much fun I just had. It's funny, you know, you don't really have to do anything, go somewhere crazy. Just sometimes just kind of going around your own neighborhood. Not that we really have a neighborhood here, but you know what I mean. My area. I'm gonna have to get going pretty good here because there's a couple cars coming. But she'll get up to speed. She don't get there quick, and I'm not gonna push it. I love how they got a pond in their front yard out there. Although somehow or another it's low enough. I don't know how it's low. Yeah, look at them clouds there. That right there is what the rain that I was seeing is coming from. That's heading straight west. You can see it coming off the coast, and it was just coming inland. I go, yep. It don't take long to get from there to where we're at. And then the rain's coming. Anyway, thanks for coming along for a ride on Kelly's Royal Enfield Himalayan. I guess you could call this the Gen 1 now, because now there's a Gen 2, and there's a, when it starts coming out readily, the new 450, that'll be Gen 3. I don't know, it's water cooled and all that stuff. That's kind of going against my grain on the whole Royal Enfield thing, but they do have the classic 350, and if you haven't checked that thing out or watched any of the reviews, man. All right, I'm gonna bounce. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Well, hello there, you two. You should have bundled up and rode your own bike out there today.
I know it.
That was actually very, very, very nice.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
Yeah.
I should have rode you stay in bathroom.
Yeah, that was crazy good. That was nice. It was not that long. How many miles I went? 20 maybe? Or, I don't know. Not very far, but it was very satisfying.
I bet it was.
Very
that would have been fun. Because it feels good out here now.
Yeah. It's like, I think it was 54 when I first started talking, and I think it's 52 when I left. Now what is now probably 50.
Mm-hmm.
But compared to the 28 degrees this morning. No, 29 this morning. Yeah, 50 degrees.
Good.
Feels like, you know, t-shirt wear.
I know.
If the sun was out, you'd sunbathe in that.
Yes, you would.
Jump in the creeks and go swimming. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed going on Mama's RE-LS 410. Also known as the Himalayan.
Yes.
But on that, we're going to bounce.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Sunday and Monday.
Heck yeah. All right.
See you in the morning.
See you tomorrow. Thanks for watching now. Bye-bye.